this morning? You see? Yes, they gonna see you talking. They gonna bust you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. Super Saturday. It's a 3-day weekend for some folks, so I know you're happy about that. Good morning. I'm Darissa, and I am the CEO and founder of God's Chosen Vessels, and I am also the creator of the Embrace Formula. And welcome to the 14th episode of Embrace TV, Word of the Day. Thank you for joining me. I know you could be 100 other places on a Saturday morning, and maybe you are out and about and you saw my name pop up, so I appreciate you for joining me this morning. It's not raining here in California anymore. It was very foggy this morning, but it's a beautiful day. I was able to open my eyes, enjoy the morning with my lovely co-host here, Darissa, Joe McAllister, who is my mother, who is awake and talking today. So that's such a blessing. So just a quick reminder. First, thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the love. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for caring. So this is not to take the place of your devotional. This is not to take the place of your morning prayer. This is just an exercise that we use to help us with our perception. We choose a word of the day, and they're simple words, nothing complicated, just everyday words. But some of the words might catch us off guard, just like life. Sometimes there's no segue to that thing that happens to you. So we choose a word not knowing what we're going to get. And sometimes that word might be a word that has a lot of negative feelings attached to it. So what we're trying to practice doing is changing our perception of things. So when things bombard us or come our way unexpectedly, what'd you say, Mom? She's not going to repeat it. They come to you unexpectedly. You learn how to... Do you hear her? Every time I start talking, she talks. Yes, ma'am. I'm going to remind them, okay? Is that all right? All right. I'm so happy she's alert this morning. So good morning. I missed someone. Someone joined. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for caring. And thank you for being with me this morning. So I was saying that sometimes we'll pick a word that might have a negative feeling attached to it. So what we're trying to practice doing is changing our perception. What positive thought can you attach to that word? And when you learn how to do this, you apply this to your life. You want to start looking at life through God's eyes. You want to start looking at life as that thing that He has total control over. So it doesn't matter how negative something seems to appear. Things aren't really what they seem. He's using that thing. He's allowed that thing for your good in the long run. And we don't understand it all the time. If those of you who are parents, you understand that concept. Sometimes you have to tell that child no. And they might get a little attitude because they don't understand why. Well, why not? You know, but it's not for them to understand. It's for us to be the parent and to guide them and do what's best for them. They might understand it in the long run. And if nothing else, they'll understand when they get kids of their own. Right? So it's kind of like that concept. You have to get into the mindset of knowing that whatever God is allowing to happen, He's allowing it for a reason, to make you stronger, to teach you something, to move you out of harm's way. You don't always see the big picture. And as His child, it is your job to learn to trust. Thank you for joining Periscope and Facebook family. I thank you all. Please share. Please show some love and give me some hearts. Thank you so much. I appreciate you this Saturday morning. And so that's what this exercise is all about. Okay, so what I do is I pull the words from this class. And believe it or not, there's like 240 in here. So I'm still working on words and putting them in here because I want to get at least 365 just to start for the whole year. Because we do this every single year. Yes, ma'am. That is my co-host. For those of you who are just joining, Joe McAllister is in the house and she's talking today. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick a word today. And I just thank God for this day because it's been very, very wonderful to see that the sun's not really shining, but it's not raining today. So we're getting a little break from the rain and the storm. Okay, so, courage. Our word for today, January the 14th, is courage. Wow. Okay, so the first thing that comes to mind, let's see if I can tie this in. The first thing that comes to mind is I read that I think about 365 times, loosely sometimes, not directly, fear not is mentioned in the Bible. So that's that's reassurance for every day of the year, to not fear, to be of good courage. There have been many times in my life that I felt everything but courageous. I felt very fearful when my father was murdered, because my whole world changed instantly. No segue, no warning. Bloop, there it was. There it was, Super Bowl Sunday, 1983. Who would have ever thought that his death would be the result, of going to church that morning. So, I think that changed my mindset about and about life. I knew it was totally interrupted, and I think I began to be fearful of what's next, and I don't remember being that way prior to that. Good morning, Paris. Thank you for joining. Welcome on your first day. Hello, Patrice. So that was very, very fearful of the situation with my mother. I'm kind of person I'm just not what's going on, and then I kind of know how to handle it, how to that thing. So I'm a real A-type personality. Otherwise, I tend to be a little fearful when I don't know what I'm dealing with. I will avoid the issues. So I have learned, God has taught me how to be courageous and to be of courage, and to not be fearful of that unknown, or to be fearful of the thing that I can't define, that thing that I can't put a label on. Thank you for joining, my dear sisters. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you for encouraging me. And that was a process. I'm a church girl, so it's not me. Later, I don't have many days say Dad. Mama was always the musician, the minister of music of every church we'd ever been to, because we were military. We moved around a lot, and even we finally settled in California. So sad not to be a director, being the McAllister. You always think it was for. I became fearful because, okay, now what do I do with this? This is nothing like I thought it would be. It blindsides you sometime, and so with life taking a turn, it's given me plenty of opportunity to not rely on myself, to not rely on my understanding, to not rely on what I can figure out. I've had to totally depend on God to hold my hand, and sometimes even just pick me up and carry me through, because I couldn't carry myself. Some things tend to paralyze you, not only physically but mentally. You stuck. You just get stuck. And so I've had to learn what courage is. I've had to learn that thing that attacks you, your body, that thing that attacks your parents' body, whether it be death, whether it be Alzheimer's, that thing that attacked me. I'm also a lupus survivor. So, whether it be my body, whether it be my child, my daughter was born with a very rare syndrome. So you can't even talk to doctors about it, because when you say the name, they look at you like, okay, let me, you know what I'm saying? So those things, God has taught me not to be fearful, of that thing that is the monster in my life. You know what I'm saying? That it too can be crushed. That too can be crushed. To face that thing head on, to look it in the eye and say, what, my God's bigger than you. He's bigger than you. And He's allowed it for my, I have all the answers. I really can't piece this together myself, but I trust the man knows what he's doing. Because there was a song my grandmother said, I love this song. You can't make me doubt him, because I know too much about it. Time and time again, he has proven to me that his way is best. In spite of my A-type personality, in spite of, you know, me being that girl, that chick, that go-to chick. You know what I'm saying? That's me. I'm the one everybody calls on. They know the job will get done if you give it to me. In spite of all my controlness, I have learned to be courageous enough to step aside and let him do what he's doing, even if it's scary, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it means it don't look like I planned it, which is a lot of times. But I've learned to look at things, you know. I mean, just really face it head on. Is it easy? No, it's not. It's not easy. It's an acquired thing. You really have to learn it. But anything, the more you do it, the more you trust in him, the more you rely on him, the more you get closer to him. Stay in that word and really focus on, okay, what would Jesus do? I mean, that sounds kind of cliche, but it's a real deal. What would he do in a case like this? You know, would he run and hide? You know, would he be fearful? And the answer is he would not, because he knows his Father's in control. So there should be some similarities in how he would act and respond, and how you would act and respond. He would be courageous in that thing. The ultimate courage. He was courageous. The reception must be bad, so I thank you for coming back, Patrice. He was courageous when he paid the ultimate price. He was courageous when he hung on that cross when he didn't have to. He was courageous when they mocked him and they scorned him and they bruised him and they beat him. Unimaginable things, you know. And he was courageous. He could have called on a legion of angels to just rescue him, and he could have just slaughtered everybody and said, bunk all this. You know, they ain't worth that. You know what I'm saying? He was courageous enough to go through with the plan that God had set forth for us. So that was, to me, that's the ultimate courage. You know, I want to be like the Father. I want to be like him. He set the example in so many ways. Everything that happens to us in our lives, there is an example somewhere that he set forth for us to follow in the footsteps, because this is how you approach that thing. This is how you approach it. Like I said, from, you know, the ultimate example to me is death. The ultimate example is death. And I know it's a real touchy subject for a lot of us, because it is hard. It's hard to watch a loved one leave us. It's, you know, it's devastating. You know, I mean, you know, there's just no word. I mean, it's devastating. But even in death, we have victory. You know, death, where's your sting? Sting, where's your victory? You know what I'm saying? We have the victory in this thing. So because we know how the book ends, you know, if you flip over to Revelation, you know how it ends. We win. We as believers, we win. So be of good courage, my brothers and my sisters. Be of good courage. Fear not. I don't care what's happening in your life. I don't care what the people say about you. I don't care what report the doctor has given you. Fear not. Be of good courage. He is with you. He will never leave you. He will never forsake you. He will never leave you, and he will never forsake you. You have word on that. In the word. You have that word. So be courageous. Be of good courage. I like this word. It's a good word. That's a very good word. I'm pleased with this word. It's giving me some food for thought, because it just reminded me of when things seem to be attacking me on every hand, and I knew for a fact that you know, the enemy is doing what he's doing, and he was out my soul. He was out for my soul. He was out for blood, for real, because you know, I was trying to do right, trying to live right, trying to be right. And as soon as I made a decision to be right, here he come. You know, as long as I was rolling tight with him, rolling, you know, too deep, he didn't pay me no mind. You know, because I was out there doing, you know, whatever, doing dirt, you know. Like I said, I've known God all my life. But that relationship came later in my, you know, in my 20s, when things started happening, and I had to turn to him and not rely and be on the shirt tails of my mama. and my daddy. You know what I'm saying? You got to know him for yourself. You got to know him for yourself, y'all. You know, and you know, things start happening, and you just start realizing that, you know, if you really soak in whatever it is he's trying to teach you, you start realizing that it didn't take me out. Okay, there's a reason why you still got me here. Yes, ma'am, Mom, I hear you. I hear you, Mama. That's right. I'm trying to share with the people. See, Mama giving y'all some word too now. So, you know, I realized that, okay, Father God, there's a reason for me to still be here. Because I can count many occasions that I should have been dead and gone. Just dead and gone. Because it's young, dumb, stupid, you know. I'm just being truthful. I mean, I'm just being real with y'all, you know. And there's some decisions that I've made in my life that have not been the greatest decisions, but I look back on it, I said, okay, that thing was allowed, you know, and you use that to teach me something. Okay, so now what am I going to do with it? And there was plenty of opportunities, like I said, to be fearful and to not know what's coming next and start just really being afraid of that thing. Okay, and that's just no way to live. That's no way to live. That's absolutely no way to live. And so, you know, I thank God for an opportunity to learn that and to feel his presence, to learn what that feels like. You know what I'm saying? To learn, hi, God bless you. To learn what that feels like, and to know that he's with me, and that when things happen, I don't have to be afraid. I don't have to be afraid. And so that's such a glorious, I can be courageous through Christ. I can be of courage. Wow. Yeah. I'm going to meditate on this word all day. And I encourage you to do something. What things are you courageous about, you know, through Christ? What things in your life have you overcome? What fears, what situations have you overcome because you had to make the decision to be courageous? And if you are having those feelings of fear now, I encourage you to look to God and to ask him for some courage, because and ask him to make his presence known. How about that? I've asked him that on many occasions, and he has done just that. Lord, I need to feel your presence. I need to feel you. I need to know that you're here with me. And just ask him for that thing. We have not, a lot of times, because we ask not. We think of God as this big, and I mean, he is. He's all that. Don't get it twisted. But I'm saying, He is our Father. He wants us to come to him. So don't be too shy. Don't think you're too small. Don't think you're unimportant. He loves you. He loves you so much, he sent his son and he died for you. I mean, you are all that. You are that. I always like to say, you're so important. You're items 1 through 9 on his list of 10 things to do. Okay? So don't forget that. He loves you. You are that. You are that. So be of good courage, my brothers and sisters. I encourage you also to embrace your life, embrace your purpose, cherish your time. Realize that God gave you a... That's right, Mom. That's right. Mom, and Mama said he opened your eyes another day. So that means he's giving you another opportunity to get it right, y'all. Don't squander your opportunity. Don't waste it. Make the most of it. Love somebody, hug on somebody, and be of good courage. I love this word. I love this word. Okay, y'all be blessed now.